What's up, you guys? This is Shay and welcome back to my channel. So today on my channel I'm going to be discussing prerequisites for the nursing program. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. On my channel I discuss beauty, fashion, nursing, nursing hall, nursing scrub halls, just a variety of a bunch of different things. If you guys are interested in what my channel has to offer, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, as well as press the bell notification to be notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, so today I'm going to be discussing prerequisites for the nursing program. A lot of people always either inbox me or email me and ask me what are the prerequisites that you need to take. Mind you, they do vary from state to state, but I'm just going to give you the basic ones that you need. So if you guys are interested in this video, just stay tuned. Okay, so I do want to just say this. Every state, it varies from state to state, okay, for all of the classes that you need. But for the basic prerequisites that you need for the nursing program, those are the same across the board, okay? So, of course, you have to have all your general eds, which is like English, math, a couple of elective classes you're going to need, different classes like that. So of course you're going to need that. Statistics, I wish I would have took statistics at a junior college, but I took it at the school that I'm at now, which is like a university or whatever, and it was more intense. I feel like if I would have took it at a community college, it probably would have been a little bit easier for me, and I took it online, so that was a lot. So for your prerequisites, what I advise is that you take your English, your math, your sociology, your philosophy, things like that. All those classes, your statistics. Get those out of the way, right? You should get all those out of the way. And the reason why I say that is because for nursing school, you have to have the trifecta classes, which is anatomy, physiology, and microbiology. With schools, a lot of schools, those classes either expire, they do not accept those classes, and they expire after either 5 or 7 years. It's not that many schools that take them after 7 years. It's a couple of different schools out here in California. Maybe I can think of about two out of all the schools. So they usually expire in about 5 years. So that's the reason why I say wait to do those classes a little bit later, because you just don't know. What about if it takes you about 4 years to finish all your general ed classes and you did your science classes at the beginning? That makes no sense at all. So let me just tell you the classes that you will for sure need for nursing school, okay? You for sure need these classes. Mind you, the other general ed classes you're going to need, but those vary from school. I don't really know like the names of those classes, except the English and the maths and a couple of elective classes. So for sure you're going to need physiology and anatomy. Just be mindful. A lot of people take physio and anatomy together. You can do that. Sometimes you find the classes with physio and anatomy linked together, and you finish it in one semester. That's like one class. It's counted. It's like one class. I don't know. It's together and it's not two separate classes, but you take it together. I believe. I don't know how they do it, but you have to be mindful of that class. You have to make sure that is the right amount of units for that class, and you also have to make sure that both of the classes have a lab connected onto it. They do not accept anatomy or physiology classes without lab. Anatomy, physio, or micro, they all need to have a lab connected to those classes, okay? So those are good. If you can find an anatomy and a physio class, I did them separate because I was nervous. I don't want to have to take the class over. So say for instance you find a school that has an anatomy class available as well as a physiology class available. You can take those together at the same time. And if you take them at the same time, maybe it may be a little bit easier because remember, anatomy is just your body systems, and physiology is the function of them. So if you know those, if you doing them together, it may be a little bit easier. So for sure you're going to need those two classes. Make sure that they have a lab, and then you're going to need microbiology. With microbiology, I believe you have to have a biology class prior to that taken, I don't know if it's biology or chemistry class prior to taking microbiology, but you need that. So you need to make sure that you know what prerequisite you need before you take the microbiology class. Okay, I was telling another person this, she did not believe me, and she tried to take the class and she couldn't. So I believe you need, I believe you need a biology class prior to that. I'm thinking, I don't really remember, but just those are the classes you need: physio, anatomy, and microbiology. Those are your trifecta classes, okay? You need those, and I advise you to take those a little bit closer to the end of your general eds, unless you get into a program that you can start from scratch. That's different. I'm talking strictly talking about classes that you need to get into the program. Another class that you need is going to be Psychology 1 and Psych 2, which is lifespan. So Psychology 1 is just the basic psychology, and then Psych 2 is from infancy all the way to the lifespan. So you're going to need those classes too. Another class that you're going to need that I did not know before, because they wasn't really requiring it until a couple of years ago, is speech, public speaking. I think in certain states it's called communication studies, but it's a speech class, speech 101, public speaking. Let me tell you guys, pay attention to that, because some people think if you have a speech class that that's just whatever. Remember, it's different speeches. It's public speaking speech, it's interpersonal speech, it's group speech, it's a gang of different speech courses. Make sure that you're taking the right one for your school, but for sure it's public speaking. Okay, you need public speaking, not group, not, that's what you need. But certain schools may be a little bit lenient. Here I live in California, they are not lenient. It has to be speech 101, which is public speaking. Okay, so those are the classes that you for sure need to get into the program. And you have to at least make sure that you have a B in those classes. Just some people try to like in for sure inside in your trifecta classes you need to have a B. I don't care what nobody say, you need to have a B in those classes. The other classes, if you want to get if you have a C in, like, say for instance communications class, if you have a C in psychology, if you have a C in English, if you have C's in this class, okay, that's fine. Some schools are not as hard on you, but I think that you need to have at least a 2.5 to get into a lot of different schools. Some schools may be a little bit lenient and say that you only need a 2.0, but out here in California they're pretty strict. So I did want to tell you guys that one thing that I did find that I ran into with my nursing school, I'm not sure if it's the same all across the board, if it's just my nursing school. When I was in community college, I made sure that I took all my English classes that I would be able to get into a school. I took all those classes. I was able to get into my nursing program, but they did tell me that I had to take an additional English course, which is called technical writing. They said I had to take an upper level class. I don't know. So that was a little, maybe it's just my school, but they did tell me that. So I have to take another English class, more upper level. So yeah, so these are the classes that you have to have. Remember, you have to have anatomy, physiology, micro, psychology, and speech. Okay, those are the classes that you need. You need those classes, but I'm sure that it's prerequisites for microbiology. Okay, so I hope you guys found this video interesting. If you guys have any other questions, you guys want to ask me any questions, comment if you're in a different state and some of the prerequisites for your school is a little bit different. Help the people out, help them be able to ease through this nursing school process and help them ease through the program. You know, we all here for each other and we all have to help each other out. Again, until next time, peace out, you guys.